Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Canton Township Supervisor Pat Williams.
Welcome everyone to our 27th annual Juried Fine Arts Show. Arts are alive and well, in a large part due to the ongoing support from the Canton Township trustees. Are there any trustees here with me this evening? No, Friday night, they're out doing their thing. Okay. Also, another driving force in arts in our community is the Canton Cultural Arts Commission and its subcommittees. The members of the, also members of the former Canton Project Arts. Are there members of the Cultural Arts Committee with us this evening? Please stand. I know Darian's going to be standing up, so you'll be talking to anybody. Any other members? Okay. It's all about the artists and the artist family tonight. That's nice. It's cozy. That's perfect. In addition, I'd like to acknowledge the Canton Downtown Development Authority for their contribution to arts in our community. We've got the exhibitions along Ford Road, which are coordinated by Ken Thompson of Midwest Sculpture Initiative. Also, when you came into the theater, there was a lovely Joyful Dancer sculpture out front. That was donated by Nancy Richter of the R. Jean and Nancy D. Richter Foundation. And we appreciate that donation. That was done by sculptor Jim Havens. And as guests come in, that's the first thing they see, so it's a nice, warm welcome to Canton Township. We're happy to recognize the artists who were juried into this 27th annual juried exhibition. We have 137 works that were originally entered by 48 different artists. Of those, 40, we whittled it down, well, we didn't, the professional whittled it down to 40 pieces that were chosen for this year's exhibition. Could we turn down the lights, or turn up the lights, I guess? They're pretty high now. We don't have to do anything with the lights. Okay, all the artists that are here, stand up and be recognized. Those who are submitted, please. We want to... Thank you very much for your submissions and your talent. There are individuals like myself who I wish I could do some of the things you guys can do, and I sincerely do appreciate what you can create for us and for the community, and that you share with the community, broader community. So at this time, it's now appropriate to introduce and welcome the chair of the Canton Commission for Culture, Arts, and Heritage, Mr. Darian Moore, to the podium.
Thank you all for being here. As mentioned, my name is Darian Moore, and I am here to introduce our 2019 juror. Kay Massini is a full-time artist who paints with various media. She works in different styles to explore new ways of communication through art. Her art vocabulary keeps expanding, and with it, her knowledge and appreciation of unique and different points of view. She has studied styles of realism and abstraction, and experimented with the different media used in creating art in the workshops of nationally known master artists. She studied at the Chicago Art Institute, and for a summer actually at Oxford University in England. Kay holds a Bachelor of Art degree from the Dominican University in Illinois. As a member of national and international art organizations, she has held offices on numerous boards in Michigan and Minnesota. Her current memberships include the International Society of Experimental Artists, of which she's a signature member, the Three Cities Art Club, the Plymouth Community Arts Council, and the International Rijdenkring in Belgium, where she was actually given a solo exhibition. Her works are included in collections in the US and in Europe, and they've earned many, many awards. She has designed prize-winning stage sets, book covers, and has published a Christmas booklet of her paintings and poems. Two of her paintings were selected for the Northlight book series, The Best of Acrylic Painting. Please welcome to the podium our 2019 juror, Kay Massini.
Thank you. All artists, present and not present tonight, know what an achievement it is to take an idea and turn it into a successful and unique work of art. And since art is individual, as the mind is that creates it, each of you artists know that achievement belongs to you alone. It's your vision, your story, and you alone made it exist. Sometimes you take that work of art to an exhibition to be seen by people who may not understand it, who may not like it, or who may love it. And sometimes you subject your work to a juried exhibition like this one. So what is this? What is a juried exhibition? There are many types of art exhibitions, but all have limited space and generally limited awards to present. Unfortunately, we had 137 pieces submitted this year, and there's room to hang only 40. I had 9 prizes to give, and the competition was absolutely incredible. Thanks to Ann Yan, the placement of the work was hung in random. The artists' names, by the way, are hidden from the jurors so that each piece can be judged strictly by itself and not because it was done by so-and-so. And Anne organized the competition from the call for artists to tonight's presentations. Her attention to the jurors' requirements alone should earn her an award. So what does a juror do? Jurors, having thoroughly studied art history, museums, critiques and practices, materials and techniques, analyze each piece, sometimes several times over, aware of the talent, the expert handling of the medium, and the sheer vitality and message that are found in each work of art here. And of course, each juror may emphasize different aspects of art. Canton's gallery here at the Village Theater has established criteria for its exhibitions that includes basic expectations of content, composition, and technical mastery, regardless of the style of art. And each piece you see here has surpassed these basics. Of course, jurors also look for additional criteria. For instance, I treasure finding ideas I'd not thought about before. Maybe that idea is simply a juxtaposition of shapes, or the relationships of colors, or a unique handling of a common subject. And I hoped to sense at least some of the artist's feelings in the work. Frankly, I'm in awe of all the ideas artists come up with and how they can be projected in your art, and how you make some paintings whisper and some scream. In the 40 chosen pieces, there were some common elements, but amazing individuality. In the 9 given awards, the execution is excellent, and I found each to be outstanding in different ways. There is beauty in them that begs for our attention, and materials that emphasize a message. There are images that make me happy and other images that made me sad. There's fully developed paintings and lighthearted sketching. There are situations we can relate to that are thoughtful, and sometimes they make unexpected connections. Now, I'd like to say just a few brief thoughts about these 9 that were chosen. The first one is Age of the Goddess. This is a Merit Award of Jean-Paul Aboudib. Do we have it there? Okay. This has such strong contrasts and stark symbolism, and it seems the reality seems to be questioning an emotional pull. The next Merit Award is Bohemian. The artist here chose pastel to emphasize the visual poetry of the lovely face with its softness and gentleness against the sharp background strokes. The next Merit Award went to Dinner for One. I could feel the pain through the woman's clown mask as she continues common daily activities. This idea has strong viewer connections. Then there's Lotus Point, a photograph. This beautiful photograph of flowers seems to announce the stunning beauty of nature with an appeal to us to ensure that such beauty can be continued. In the honorable mentions, there was one called Refugee Camp, which is an extremely sad statement. It's done in pen and ink, and it is of the surroundings of two boys, two lovely little boys. Its stark reality gives it a powerful image. And the next honorable mention goes to Busking on Bourbon Street. This felt like a large, exciting sketch, and it's a triptych. With simple oil color, the artist managed to make us see that there's so much to see, so much to feel and enjoy. It's an interpretation of pure delight. We then come to the top three. Placing third was After the Storm, John Lang. We see 12 different faces of family and friends of various ages and sizes with individual expressions. They're wearing a variety of clothing you could almost touch, closely caring for each other and sitting on very solid steps. And what? Are they thinking, hoping, connecting? The second place went to Crucifixion, Dario Pabon. Known as sculpture painting, objectively, the style and the material adds incredible potential to the development of ideas and creates an intensity for this spiritual image. The colors and surfaces represent feelings, perhaps, of the acceptance of the pain and maybe its end. Without features, there's a universality in the figure's interpretations. The best of show goes to Call for Freedom. It's a powerful figure with a universal cry. The many symbols that it contains involves us with questions and guesses and connections again. I mean, we all want to scream sometimes, but do the butterfly wings suggest we want to fly away? Or are they a symbol of a metamorphosis? Is there a trap out of which the man got 1 foot? And who might he be hiding from in his mirror image? These strong, effective colors and complex composition make this a work to study. When you visit the gallery later tonight, be sure to look at all of the art, not just the ones with ribbons. Each has something to say and says it beautifully. And you may disagree with my choices. I always disagree with jurors, even if I get an award. I often wonder, too, what the people of the future will learn from us as they see the images we create and treasure here in the 21st century. But I hope all artists still remember, whether your art has ever received awards or not, that your gift grants you achievements that are all yours alone. Now let's award our artists. Where am I going?
Leave your paperwork right there.
Okay. What? No, that's okay. That's all right.
Okay, we're going to give out the awards now. And we're going to start with the Merit Awards. The first one goes to Jean Paul Abudib for Age of the Goddess. Jean Paul cannot be with us tonight, but he does send his thanks to our juror and best wishes and congratulations to all of the fellow artists. And likewise, Susan Parrish for Bohemian. She also cannot be here this evening, but sends her congratulations also. So the next Merit Award goes to Anne Ruan for Dinner for One. Our next Merit Award goes to Jason Van Stone for Lotus Point. Is Jason with us? If he is not, we will go to our honorable mentions. And our first honorable mention is Chuck Schroeder for Refugee Camp. Our next honorable mention goes to James Tidwell for Busking on Bourbon Street. Okay, we're going to our three finalists, and I will ask that the finalists, when you finish your photo, if you could come and have a seat here next to the podium. Our third place award goes to John Lang for After the Storm. Our second place award goes to Dario Pabon for Crucifixion. And our Best of Show award goes to Sarmad Al-Musawi for Call for Freedom. We'll have each of the three finalists just say a few brief words if they want to comment about their thoughts going into their artwork. Starting with third place, Mr. Lang.
I'm not used to speaking into a microphone. I would like to thank Kay for picking my piece, and also for picking my 355-gallon drums. I'd like to thank Ann Johns. She always makes me look so professional when she hangs my work. I would like to also thank Tim Tonicella for giving me the title to the painting. And above all, I would like to thank my art coordinator and secretary, my lovely wife, Karen. Okay. The technique is I use airbrush with acrylic paint. Everything starts from a drawing. I work up a drawing first in pencil, 4x8 in pencil, and I transfer it to the canvas. Then I proceed to underpaint it with the acrylics, and then I use my airbrush to bring in the details and all like that. Amount of hours, anywhere from 60 to 70 hours. The 55-gallon drums, well over 90 hours on that one. But that's how I do it. I want to thank these people very much. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be our second place, Dario Parbone for Crucifixion.
First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dario Pabon. I'm from Colombia, South America, and I've been my academic study was in Art Center College of Design, and what I want to thank is the juror for picking up my painting, and especially to Anne for her hard work on all this you know what I mean. Well, now what I want to talk is about my painting. It's some kind of new technique that I started about 20 years ago, going from a regular oil painting to going to a spatula, using something that you call modeling paste, and I mix them up. Now I'm getting with this new style or technique where I hope that I will accomplish a much better painting than what I'm doing now. How do I do that is I get the acrylics and mix it up with the, the modeling paste, and using more spatula than brush, and I finally come up with a good art. I think that's all I can say. I'm very excited.
Don't Don't forget this. Okay, and our best of show, Mr. Samad Musawi for Call for Freedom.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you for every person here. Call for freedom. The freedom is that person inside every one of us. The freedom is really nice feeling. The freedom is peace. The freedom is love. The freedom is everything. My technique piece is oil color. Started with a charcoal, then oil color. And actually it was in 2 pieces, but we just present 1 piece. So I would like to thank to everybody, thank for the jury, thank Mrs. Ann, and special thank to Mr. Artist Haidar Yasiri. Thank you so much, Mr. Haidar, and thank you for everybody. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
All right. So what I like about this program more than many programs I do throughout the year, this one is nice and tight and crisp. We'll get you back out in the wine in just a minute. But first off, I'd like to again thank all the artists for participating and sharing your beautiful work with the community. We are going to continue to leave everything out there hanging for the next month to allow all the residents from Canton Township to come in. And we have what we call the, let's see, I'm kind of jumping out of order here. We have what we call the Gene Hammond's People Choice Award, where the residents will come in and they'll individually vote for who they believe the best artist is. So it'll be a non-professional perspective, but our community. And last year's winner was Jean-Paul Aboudib. I know John Paul, he's a good guy. But his piece last year that won the People's Choice Award was People's Hero. The gallery here in Canton at the theater is open from 10 to 2, Monday through Friday, so you're welcome to invite friends to come back. We've got a lot of great programming coming up through the next several months, so please take a look at what we do have. There are so many talented artists that we have, not only in Canton Township, but the entire region. So it really is our honor and pleasure to host you and have you come be here tonight. Thanks for attending, and please stay a little bit longer and meet and talk to one of each other and enjoy the rest of the evening. Right now, Darian, we're going to do a quick picture with everybody. So if all the artists could come back up to the stage, we'll take a group photo, and then that is the end of our program. Thank you very much.